Hi everyone, so in the last video you saw how I started putting the insides of my arc together. Just a real quick flip through is the little bow clip from Office Depot, the arc divider along with the flags that came on it. It's just purchased directly from Staples the way it is. These are all the little notepads that I found at the dollar bin, and I punched them with my arc punch and put them in the planner. This is the arc pouch, zipper pouch. I'm looking for one of the colored ones, so if y'all see any of the colored ones, please let me know. I'd be interested in picking that up. These are the rainbow diary stickers that I got from eBay. And this is another $1 list from Target. Here's a Martha Stewart pocket divider. So there's a pocket on this side. And then on this side I put the stickies, the little flags from Target, and more Hello Kitty stickies. And then I have one more of those right here that also has the bow post-it notes from Post-it and different sized flags, as well as some more Hello Kitty post-its and one more Martha folder. So that's just a quick run through. My covers are on their way. They're in the mail. And so I can't wait to put those on. Now there were a couple of other little items that I had found at Staples. I had seen this there for a long time and I assumed it was one big sticky notepad, and I wasn't sure if I really wanted to use that size. Well, one of them was open in the clearance section, and when I opened it up I was so surprised. They are actually Hello Kitty flags and post-its. So it's really cute. They're all different sizes, so I cannot wait to use this inside my planner as well. And I'll probably attach it with a hair elastic, just like Darcy does inside of her planners. That way I can carry them with me in the back of my planner. Now the exciting thing was they were in the clearance bin. They were marked at $2.19, but they were also 50% off. So this was only a little over $1. Also at Michael's, in their clearance bins, they had these little Hello Kitty stamps. So there's a stamp of 3, says Hello Kitty, has a bow, and has her head. And then one more has 2 Hello Kitties and a whale. Not quite sure what I'll do with the whale, but thought those were cute. So I don't exactly know what colors these are. Maybe they're all black. I don't know yet. But they will be in my planner soon. So on today's video, I'll be featuring how I did my printables. They are downloaded from Ray Blake, and I'm going to demonstrate briefly. If you don't know how to get printables or how to download them, it's just a quick tutorial on at least how to get these very easily. I was way overthinking this process, and it ended up being a lot easier than I thought. So I wanted to share that with you today. So I'm going to take you over to my computer and then come back and I'll show you how these work. Hi everyone. I just wanted to show you where I'm getting my printables for my ARC system. I really like the ones used and designed by Ray Blake on mylifeallinOneplace.com. I'll post that link below. This is his website. And down here is a tiny photo of him. This is Ray Blake, and he has designed a lot of inserts for Filofax, Midori, and other systems. So the ones that I really like are under Free Diary Pages. I click on Free Diary Pages, and down here it gives a quick overview of some of the different types of templates and things that he has made. He also has some sample videos down here on using the mail merge technique or printing with your PDFs. So all of the instructions that you need are on his website. So again, I go to Free Diary Pages. The ones that I like, there's 2 sets that I'm going to use. For the ARC, mine is the Junior ARC, and so it's an A5 size. So these are the sets that I'm going to be using. The ones in particular that I like are the month on 2 pages with notes, and also, let me see if I can find it on this page. It's a week on 2 pages cotton cream layout. I think that's named after some of the pages that Filofax makes, but what I like about that layout is it's very simple, so I can add the washi tape and the stamps in any way that I like, and the pages are very plain, so I don't have to worry about the designs on these pages. Now you'll see he has 2014 and 2015. My calendar needs from September of 2014 through August of 2015. So I will be needing both of these downloads. So let's choose one. Let's start with the month on 2 pages with notes. I need to start from September of 2014. So click on 2014 and you'll see it takes you to this page. Now at first this threw me off because I knew I was looking for a monthly layout, and when I saw this picture I could tell it was a weekly layout. Well, the reason why is because it has taken you to a page now that has all of his 2014 downloads. So ignore that image and scroll down. So down here we'll look again for that month on 2 pages with notes. It's right here, and he has 2 types of files. If you have Microsoft Word, you can open that in Word and customize the font to any font that you want. I don't have Word. I have OpenOffice, and that didn't work out too well for me. So I'm sticking with the easy version of the PDF file. So go ahead and click on the PDF file and see how it opens. He has everything in a box download format, so you can just download it directly out of there. Now at first it looks blank, but if you start scrolling down, you'll start seeing the pages. So here for January, this is the left-hand page for January. The next one is the right-hand page. The right-hand page will always have the notes section on it. Then there will be a couple of pages of lines, and those notes are going to be on the back of this January calendar. So to make it simple, the easiest way I can describe it is to just print and figure out how your computer works with your print settings. I found that if I click print directly from this box application, my printer isn't really well set up for that. If I click on print here, it's going to automatically print all of these on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So this would be on my left hand side and this would be my right hand side, and they'd be way too big for my planner. So what I had to do on my computer, I have Windows 8. It's possible that it can be changed in this way here, but a simpler way for me, and maybe for you as well, is to print directly from a PDF that has already been saved to your computer. So here you'll see I downloaded and saved these into my computer, and I saved them as the Acrobat PDF version, because when I open an Acrobat version, let's say this one right here, let's see, what were we doing? We were doing a month on 2 pages. There we go. You'll see it looks just like what we saw in the other version. There's our left page and there's our right page. But if I click File and Print, then it gives me the dialog box that I'm really looking for, that allows me to choose Booklet, and it's automatically selected that way. It just automatically finds it and knows that this was already designed for A5, and the entire booklet is already in order the way that it needs to be in order to print properly. So even though this is small, I'm sure you can still see that this is the left page, which is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is the right page because it has the notes section on this side. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you'll see that with this format, it prints in this direction on 8.5 by 11 paper, and it prints the entire calendar the way that you need it to be printed. So then all you do is click the print button and the entire thing comes out. Now I did the same thing for my daily pages. The daily pages that I chose are called the 2014 Merged CCA4. I also did that for 2015. So if I double click on that, again it looks like a blank page, but it's not. And here we start. Let me zoom out a little bit for you so you can see the page better. So here it is. The left-hand page starts with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The right-hand page has Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they're all blank, so I can use Muji stamps or Studio L2E stamps all in these areas, and I can put my punch with my arc punch here on this side, and I have exactly what I need. So same thing with this page. I saved it into Acrobat. I opened up my Acrobat PDF, click the print button, it opens this dialog box. It's automatically already set into booklet mode so that as you page through, you can see it has the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then ends with the Saturday, Sunday on this side. So it's the layout I need. All I have to do is click print. Ray has done all the work for us and makes it so easy. So after that, you just take it to your paper cutter, and for an A5 page, you just cut it right at the 5.5-inch line right down the center, and then use your punch and put it in your planner. It's that simple. So I hope you enjoy using his planner pages as much as I am, and hopefully I didn't just click some crazy button here. And those are the pages that I'll be using in my notebook. Okay, so in my hand right here is the weekly view. This is the weekly view that Ray Blake designed, and it goes from, I'm sorry, let me help it focus here. It goes from Monday through Sunday on one layout. And what's really nice about this, why I chose these printables, is because I have a lot of washi tape, I have a lot of Hello Kitty items, and I have a lot of other things, Project Life cards that I like to decorate with. So I wanted my pages to be as simple and plain as possible. So after you print out the printables, sometimes it doesn't look like the pages make much sense, especially if you go in the middle somewhere, like right here it says May 2015, and then right here on the other side is August 2015. Well, that's because it's printed in booklet fashion. So if you put all the pages all together, just like they came out of the printer from top to bottom, and fold them in half, as you start flipping through the pages, you'll see you start with January, and it goes in order. There's January 5th from Monday through January 11th on Sunday, and you keep flipping through, and they are all in date order the way that you need them in booklet format. So ideally, the way this is set up is if you have one of those major utility staplers, you can stick it down the middle, or if you're really strong, you can take all of it and you can crease it and you can bind it. But that's not how I'm doing my binding, since I have the arc punch. So the first thing you would do with these printables after you've printed out your whole year is you'll cut it right in half, right here at the 5.5-inch mark. Then you go ahead and do your punches and lay them all in order in a big stack, and then insert. Now the other ones I also printed was the yearly calendar. Now this is one I wanted to show you for sure, because then you can understand a little bit more of what I was talking about with the notes section. Okay, so when you get it out of your printer, it looks like this. You just see this thing that says notes on both sides. So fold it in half, and then when you start flipping from the very first page, you'll see it says January. And so that's from January of 2015, and then it has the little notes section on the other page. So that's a whole calendar across a 2-page spread on the A5. And it's very simple, so I can add washi tape on the top, on the bottom. I will be, on my calendar pages, I will be adding washi tape down the binding to make it a little more secure. Now what happens on mine is I did print the one with the notes in between, and I did that on purpose. So here's the notes page. Now, I can write notes on here, but that's not really why I printed it. What I'm doing is in my planner, I will also be putting any of my January weekly pages in between. This isn't a January, this is just to demonstrate. So my January pages will be in between right after that notes section. That way I have all of my January together, all of my February, and I can just keep going as I go through the planner. I like it divided out that way better for me. Some people like to have all their monthlies in one spot and then all of their weeklies or all of their dailies in a totally different section of their planner. But I like to have my whole month grouped together. So that's how I'm going to be setting it up. The nice thing about these printables too is once as you kind of figure out the math behind all of these pages, if you make a mistake, it's okay. You can go back and print off another page. You know, when I had bought the other planner pages from the other companies, I was always afraid that if I messed up my stamp, then I was going to have to cover it up with a sticky note or something because I didn't have an extra sheet. Well, with this, I don't have to worry about mess ups. If I don't end up liking the design, I can start over just by printing another sheet. Now the type of paper I'm using, I will show in the next clip because it is a little bit heavier weight than typical copy paper, just so that it adds a little bit of sturdiness. A question that I've seen come up a lot, and a question that I had for printables, was what kind of paper to use. The regular copy paper or paper that a lot of people use in their printer is usually a 20-pound paper, which is really, really thin. It works fine for schoolwork or everyday stuff for lists around the house, but if you're going to be stamping on your printables or you're printing them double-sided, then you may find that the ink tends to show through too much on both sides. So this 24-pound paper from Staples is a slight heavier weight. It's not as thick as a cover stock that might be 65-pound and higher, but it at least gives it enough thickness so that when you take the pages in and out of your ARC planner, they don't bend too badly and they can easily go in and out. So that's what I used for these printables. So now I'll show you how they fit inside. So let me flip to where I started adding them. So this is the first month that I worked on here, and that's the month of September. And you'll see the paper is a decent thickness. It's not too flimsy, but it's not too stiff either. So I do, for my calendar pages, I'm adding the washi tape right in this section, just to add a little bit of extra sturdiness so that I can keep these in here for a full year, because I need September through August to be in here every year. These plain pages that Ray Blake developed allows me to decorate with anything I want to. So I'm kind of all in my Hello Kitty theme right now. So these are a couple of stickers that were racked to me from, I think her name is LaDonna. She's in the ARC Addicts Facebook group, and she had sent these to me this week, so they were just completely adorable. And then I used one of the little Post-its right here from my Hello Kitty find at Staples, and I just put that there over a 2-day period. I used the little transparent stickers that I got off of eBay to mark the dates for certain things that we had done. Over here, I just used Sharpie marker when I was doing all my journaling in it for this week, for this month, and that way I was able to outline the notes area to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. And just on our special events or our big event days, I did go ahead and outline them in different colors. So you'll see with the thickness of this particular paper, if I turn the page, you won't see any of the Sharpie marker. It doesn't come through to this other side. It's very smooth, it's soft, kind of has a little bit of shininess to it. The only thing that came through a little bit were these stamps that I got from Target. Those were these that I had gotten, no, I'm sorry, these I got from Michael's. They're really cute and they go onto the end of a pencil, but they do tend to bleed. They are super, super inky. Let me show you an example. Oh, what did I do with it? I stamped them all out on this sheet of paper to see what would happen. This is the front and this is the back. So they bleed through pretty strong. So if you choose to use these stamps from Michael's, be careful. They do go through on this 24 pound. Now if you're using a thicker cover stock, you'll probably be fine because they are, you know, there's papers like Nina Solar White and Express It for Copic markers, things like that. It won't go through, but this kind of paper, as thin as it is, it will. But for me, that was okay because this is just the blank notes side that I really don't plan to use that much. It's just the back side of my calendar. So if that's the case, you don't have to worry about it too much. So how mine is set up is I'll have my monthly spread right here, which is September, and then right behind it we'll start the calendar for that month. So I do like my spread to be a full week spread. So I did go ahead and let the August print on the back of this one so that on the very first page it would be a Monday through a Sunday for a full week of September. So my 2-page weekly spread immediately follows my monthly. That way I have each month all together. After all the September daily spreads, let me turn some pages here. Okay, so my September ends right here and then begins my October. So October, I'm going to go ahead and add the washi and then I'll re-punch it out again and I can decorate October and keep going. So everything that I fit in here so far is through December 31st of this year. So I went ahead and made it through that point just to see how much room I would have. I'm pretty sure I can fit my whole year in here like what I'm wanting to, because I mean, look at all this ring space I still have. And I have a lot of extras as far as paper pads and things like that that I could always take out if I needed more room. But at this point, that's all the way through December, September through December, and I have plenty of room. So that's it so far, and I'll add my covers when they arrive, and we'll see how much room we have left. So that's it for now. Thank you for keeping up with my my little planner build here for my ARC. The next thing I'm going to do tomorrow is start working on my dividers. I need to get September through December dividers made and put in here. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.